The following program is presented by Ballinran Entertainment. As Southwestern Ontario's largest film, television, and digital media studio, we illuminate extraordinary stories, sharing them with the world.
And now, of course, the moment that we've all been waiting for. My jaw was at the floor. I could not believe what I saw.
This is like the story of my life here.
Well, first of all, I don't know how I ended up with the heavy end of this thing.
Now, I am here in a 1959 Corvette. 350,000 folks. This is an exciting moment in Canadian history. We sold it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Miller & Miller Auctions. Here we are. It's the Phil Barnett collection. An exciting night last night with the toys, wasn't it?
Absolutely. What a night it was. It was a great time to auction that we've been having here at Miller & Miller Auctions. Resulted in nearly 1,000 registrations to bidders from over 20 countries in a result twice the low estimate we hammered down at last night. So a very big success here for Miller & Miller, the Phil Barnett collection of toys.
Yeah, Phil is such an interesting guy. What a privilege to get in touch with Phil and to, bring his product to market. Phil is just, he has an incredible eye. His background is construction, and he really honed in on toys. There's a great story on Phil in the Miller Times, but he honed in on toys and also other great things. And everything that you see here today, you can buy it with confidence because Phil has scrutinized every single piece, and he is an absolute perfectionist, and it was the rarest of the rare from the rarest places.
I'm excited just about the condition. When you look, he had a broad scope, but the reality is he didn't let just anything into his collection. He let in the best of the best, and that's what Miller & Miller is here to sell.
Yeah, we're so excited. Everything from the gadget canes to some of the obscure toys to the oddities. There is so much to come today, so thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Let Ethan kick it off.
I'll kick it off today. The Phil Barnett collection, getting into some of the robots to kick things off. It's the Linamar Easelback wind-up toy robot here at $150. That's $150. $175, please. Thank you. $225 at $225. Nice robots today, by the way. $200, $225 to kick things off for you. $200, $225 now at $225 now at $200, $225. Anybody else? Hammers coming down then. Oh, it's a nice one. $225, $250. Barnett quality. $225, $250 now, please. At $225, $50 now, $75. Got to run. $75 at $50 now. $75, your turn. At $50 now, $75. Does anyone else want in? At $250, $275, then fair warning. All in and done, $250, $75. Where? Sold $250. We're going to move along quickly today, as we always do, but we'll give you time to contemplate as well. $255 is the rare Pagano Vancouver hall clock. The Vancouver hall clock with that wonderful tapered case. $1,100, $1,200 now. $1,112 on the rarest of the rare. You're buying the Vancouver. $1,112, $1,112, $1,112, $1,112 on the rare Vancouver Pagano. $1,112 coming down. I'm at 11. My hammer's in the air. $1,200, $1,300 now. If you've ever wanted one, today's your day. Bid now, please. $1,300, $1,400. Bid now, please. $1,300, $1,400. Today's the day. $1,500, $1,600. Just happens to be one of the nicest examples we've ever sold. $1,500, $1,600. Just happens to be a great example as well. $1,500, $1,600. Hammers up, coming down. Anybody else? $1,600, $1,700. $1,700, $1,800. $1,700, $1,800. Hammers up, coming down at $1,700, $1,800, $1,900. $19,000, $2,000, please. $19,000, $2,000. It's a great example at $19,200 coming down. Anybody else? At $2,000, I took the absentee. Two bids at once. Now everybody wants it. $2,000, $2,250. Hands everywhere now. $2,000, I need $2,250, please. At $2,000, $2,250. On a Vancouver, you'd swear we were talking in another stratosphere. $2,000, $22.5. $2,022. Absentee is in. 711-7441. You are out. 2,000, 2250. Thank you. New bidder in. New bidder in. 2250, 2500 on the rare Vancouver. New bidder in. Waiting in the wings. 2250, 2500. Fair warning. What a deal. What a buy. At 2250, 2500. Fair warning. Coming down. 2250, 25. Anybody else? 2250, 25. You're all out. Well done. And the rare Nelson to top it all off. 4,500, 4,750 on the rare Nelson. 4,500, 4,750 is where it sits. 45, 4750, the rarest of the hall clocks by Peganoff, 45, 750. Another great example too, 45, 750 coming down. Anybody else? 4,500, 750, fair warning. And now 5,000. 5,000. Your search is over. Your search is over. 5,000. 55. It's the nicest example you'll find. Your search is over. 55, please. End the search. 5,000. 55. Search is over. 5,000. Absentee. 55, please. 7485, you're out. You're buying the finest Nelson out there. 5,000. 5,500. Why not buy the rarest and the best? When's the next Nelson going to turn up? Join the wishing club. 5,055 hammers in the air coming down. Fair warning on the nicest Nelson we've seen. 5,000, 5,500. 5,055. Last chance, then final call. 5,055 now. Where? Sold to the absentee. 257, James Dixon Sterling Flask, 325, 350 now where? Sterling Silver Flask, Powder Flask, 5075, nice one. At 350.75, your turn. At 350, 300.75 where? 75 where? Got a run. 350, 300.75, got a run. At 350.75 now where? Fair warning, coming down. 350, 300.75 now where? Sold 350. 258, Percussion Transition, 6-shot revolver. 6-shot revolver. John Fair and Ren Richardson, what wonderful gentlemen. They helped us with these descriptions, and what wonderful gentlemen they are to work with. Very intelligent. 300, 325. 325. 350 now where? 325. 350 now where? 325, your turn. At 50, took it. 375. 375, 375. At 75, 400 now. Should be in a museum. 375, 425, 425. Transitional piece, 425, your turn. At 425 now where? 425 now where? 425, it's your turn. 425, got a run coming down. 425, got a run coming down. 425 now, 50 now where? At 25, took it here. 50 now where? At 25, 50 took it. 75 now, got a run. At 50 now, 75. 450, 475. Anybody else want in? Got a run. 450, 475 now. Fair warning. At 450, 475. Hammers up then coming down at 450, 75. Sold 450. Thanks for joining us today. It's an exciting day of selling today with the famous Phil Barnett collection. Adams & Co. London Percussion Single Shot Pistol. 350. Took it. 375. 75. I'm at 350. 375. Your turn. 50. 75. Fair warning, 425, 425, took it, 450 now where? 425, 450 now where? 25, took it, 50 now where? Your turn. At 425, 50 now 75, 500 where? 475, 500 now where? 475, 755, 755, your turn. 407.55, anybody else? 407.5, fair warning. 260 is the Adams type British percussion revolver in this case. 350, 375, 350, 75 then. Some rare guns today, rare firearms, 375, 400 your turn, 25 now, back to you at 425, back to you, 4425, took it 450 now, took it 450, 25, 50 now where? At 425, 50 now, your turn. At 50, took it now, 75. Join in, 50 now, 75, 75, 75, 75. 50 now, 75. Anybody else want in at 50 now, 75? Your turn. At 450, 475. Hammer is up, coming down. 450, 75 now. 450 now, 75 now. Where? Sold right there. 261, 261. We have the French percussion pistol at 325, 325, your turn at 325. It's a nice one, 25, 50 now. These are coming from old collections at 325, 50. That's where Phil sourced all of his material, old collections, 325 and 350 now. 325, 50 at 25, 50 now where? 25, 50 now where? French percussion to at 25, 50 now, 75, 75, 75. Get it in, 75, 400 now, 300, 754, 754, 754, 754, fair warning, at 75, 4 on this rarity, 75, 400 where, coming down, 375 now, 4. Sold 375, 262, Parker Field & Sons, single shot percussion, 325, 350 now, get him in, 325, that's a rare one, at 350 now where, 25, 50 now where, take a look at the proof marks, 50 now 75, it's a rare piece, 350, 75, at 75, you're out, 7352, 350, 375, new bidder in, 300, 754, 754, bids in, 754, now 425 now where, at 425, you're out, at 25 now, 50 now where, bid now please, at 425 on this one, now 450 where, 425, 450 then 425 and then 450 now where, 2550, hammers up then, and coming down, what a deal, what a buy, at 450, 400, 75, that's a buy, 450 now 75, get your bids in, at 75, at 450 now 75, bids in, 450 now 75, bids in, got a run, at 450, 75 now 5. 75 now 5. What a deal. 400, 755. We've got a run. Hammers up. Fair warning at 400, 75. Get your bids in at 400, 755. 755 now where? 755. Anybody else? 755 coming down. Sold 400, 75. 263, it's the rare Stevens bicycle gun pocket rifle, 650, 700 now where? 657 on this one, at 650, 700 now, where do you find these? 657 where? At 657, anybody else? 657, fair warning, at 657, then coming down at 657, last chance, then final call, 657 where? 264, it's the Wilkinson & Son Adams type percussion pistol with case and accessories. There's a nice one. One of the stars of the show, in fact. 2,500 I have, 2,750 now. At 25, what a set, 2,750, 3,000 now. That's hard to find, 2,753. That's hard to find at 2,750, 3,000 now, 3,000 now, 3,000 now. Take a look at the set at 2,750, 3,000 now where? 2,753. I'm only at 2,750 on this remarkable cased set here at 2,750, 3,000 please, 3,000. What an opportunity at 2,753. It should be at 2,753. Should be at 2,753. Who else wants in? 2,753. Then hammers coming down at 2,750, 3,000. Don't lose this deal at 2,753. What an opportunity at 2,753. Anybody else? Hammers coming down 2,753. Sold it. 265, 265, 265. The Blazette London cased single shot percussion pocket pistols. 600, 650 now. At 600, where would you find a pair that stayed together like that? 750 now. Where would you find a pair that survived together? 700, 7.5. 700, 750. At 700, 7.5. On the pair, 800. How did they survive together? At 750, 800. At 758. From an old collection, 750. 758. Your turn at 758. Cased at 758 is all I'm bid. 7149. You're out. 758. You're out. I have 7089 in at 758. 7089 is winning at 758. Your turn. What an opportunity. We're under the money on this one. 758. Buy now, please. Bid now. Fair warning. 758. Anybody else? 758 coming down. 758 now where? Sold 750. 266. The Taylor London, England flintlock pistols. Take a look at this. I have 1100, 1200 now. That's a rare pair at 1112. Took it 1300. You're out, please. LA, you're out. 1200, 1300. 7057 is in at 1200. Absentee is in. Live auctioneers, you're out. 1200, 1300. 1213. Bid now. 1400 now. Now you're in. 1314. Now you're in at 1213. 1400 now where? Bid now, please. 1314. Anybody else want in? Hammer's coming down. 1314 where? 1300. 1400 now where? Sold 13. 267 is coming along. More great fire, pardon me, the Zeppelin figural sewing tape. A rarity for sure. This must be something special. 225. Where would you find one that's not in the book? 250, 275. That's a good sign at 250, 275. 325 now. 325 now. Where would you find one? Only in Phil's collection at 325. Nobody's seen one. 350, 75. Nobody's seen one at 350, 75. No one has ever seen one of these. 350, 375. The Zeppelin. Could you pick a cooler theme for the rarest sewing tape in the world? 425. 425. Your turn. 425. Took it. 450 now. You're out at 425. Rarest of the rare today. That's what we promised you at 425. Your turn. 425. Your turn. Fair warning. Coming down. 425. Anybody else want in? 425 and now at 425. Fair warning. Hammer's coming down at 425 now. Where? Sold it. 268 coming down the pipe. It's the Victorian Memento Mori bone time capsule. It has the dried rose with that remarkable note. If this doesn't belong in some museum, I don't know what does. Take a look at this. It's a time capsule tribute with a dried rose, and look at what it says. Awesome. 125, 150 now at 125 in the bone capsule at 125, 150 now where? 125, 150, the dried rose. There is a story there. You can almost see a teardrop on that rose at 125, 150 now where? At 125, take a closer look. 150 now where? 125 on the time capsule. 150 now where? 125, 50. Anybody else coming down? 125, 50. Fair warning. 125 now, 50 now where? Sold it there. 269. 269. Admiral Fitzroy's barometer. Barometer at 107.52, at 175, 200 now where? At 1175, 2, 1175 now 2, at 1175 only 200 where? At 1175, 2, 1175, 2, 175, what a deal, 200 now where? At 1175, 2, 1175, anybody else want in at 2, 100, 225, and then 250 now where? At 225, got to run 250 now where? What a sleeper. At 275, 300 now where? 275, 3, 275, 3, 275, 3, fair warning. At 275, 3 coming down, 275, 3 absentee, 275, 3 now where? Sold it. 270, 270, hand-forged hunting dogs spiked collar, 250, 275, 250, 275. Get your bids in, 250, 275. Your turn at 250, 275. We've got to run, 250, 75. Anybody else want in at 250, 75? Fair warning. Hammers up, then coming down at 250 now, 75 now where? Sold it there. 271. Demonstrational dental aid with removable teeth. That's what you could expect out of Phil's collection. The coolest and the rarest. It was one of the neatest collections we've ever walked through. 175, 200 now, 200 now. The teeth come out, 175, 2. The teeth come out at 225, 225. Your turn, 225 on this one at 225, and then 200 now, 225 now. Where? The rarest of the rare at 225. Anybody else want in? Coming down, 225 now. Where? 225 now. Where? Sold at 200. 272. Oddfellows paper mache skeleton on wooden stand. It's the Oddfellows piece. Take a look at this at 150, 175, 150, 175, 150 now, 175, 200. One of the coolest pieces we've sold so far at 275, 325, and then 325, and then 350 now, 75 now, where now, 75 now, 4 at 25, at 25, and then 50 now, 75 now, 75 now, 75 now, 75 now, where? At 450 now, 75 now, where? Is that all? One of the coolest pieces we've sold today at 75.5 now, where? At 5 and then 550 now, where? One of the coolest pieces. Take a look, almost too good to be true. At 50 now, 500 now, 550 now, where? Fair warning, 500, 5.5 coming down at only 500. 550 took it, 600 now, where? At 556. At 5.5 now, 6 now, where? 5.5 now, 6 now, where? Fair warning, at 550, safe and sound for one of these, 600 now, where? At 5.5, 6, fair warning coming down, 556, 556 now, where? Sold 550 there. 273, 273, the medical anatomical skeleton model. Skeleton model there at 150, 107.5, just as cool, 150, 75, 2. At 225 now, where? 25 now, 50 now, where? 225, 50 now, where? 225, these never turn up, 250, 275, 300 now, where? These never turn up, 275, 325 now. And the conditions there, 325 and then 350 now, where? At 25, 50 now, 75 now, 400 for the wow factor. At 300, 754. Get your bids in, 307.54 on this one. At 307.54, get your bids in, 307.54 now, where? At 75.4 now, 425 now, where? These never turn up. At 425 and 450, at 425 and then 450 now, where? Give your left femur for one of these, 425 and then 450 now, 407.5 at 75, at 450 now, 75, got to run, 450 now, 75 now, where? 75 now, 5, 75 now, 5, 75 now, 5, 75 now, 5. I bet that does it. 407.55. One more bid might do it. 75.5. Got to run at 407.55 now, 755 now, 755 now, coming down. 550 now, where? Hammers up, coming down. 500, 5.5. Got to run at 500, 550. Where? Fair warning at 500, 550. Last chance, then final call, and just under the wire. 600, please. Where? 5.5, 6. 5.5, 6, got to run. 5.5, 6, 5.5, 6. Are you sure? 556, hard to find. 556 coming down at 556. Then fair warning. Anybody else want in? 556 now. Where? Sold it right there. 274, 274. These, the rare passenger pigeon mount. Unbelievable to find one of these surface. The last known passenger pigeon was found somewhere just before its extinction in, I believe it was 1914, in the famous Cincinnati Zoo, and they tried to mate the bird, and unfortunately the famous bird died and they were extinct, and here we are with a rare example of a passenger pigeon mount. Isn't that fabulous? 3250, 3500. Any collection is naked without one of these. Any collection of oddities is naked. These never turn up. 3750, 4000. These never turn up. 4000, 4250. 4250, 4000, 4250. You're safe and sound there. 4500, 4250, 45. Ask any bird fancier, they'll tell you they're impossible to find. 4500, 4750. They are so rare. 4755. Extinct like rare at 5,000, 5,500, in the coolest story to go with them. 55, 6,000 comes with the best story of all. 6,000, 6,500, 6,000, 65, 7. How do you put a price on Extinct? 6,500, 7,000, please. Let's do it. 6,500, 7,000, 7,000. Not to mention a fabulous specimen. This never saw dust. 6,500, 7,000, sheltered by glass its entire existence. 6,500, 7,000, 65.7, fair warning. On the rare passenger pigeon, where will we see another one of these? 65.7, anybody else? Hammers coming down. 6,500, 7 hammers coming down, fair warning. 6,500, 7, anybody else want in? Sold it, thank you. 6,500, sold it, well done. 384, an opportunity here for an entire set of showcases purchased from the same location, beautifully fluted feet, all original. It reminds me of that cash register we just sold, untouched and original, with perfect surface and glass and felt and everything you want in a great showcase. You could put the finest collection of anything in the world in these showcases, and it just enhances it. 900, 950, thank you, 1,000. 1,000, 1,100 now, please. They're great ones. 1,000, 1,100, 1,200 now. There's only so many opportunities to buy these kinds of showcases. 1,300, the feet make the cases. 13, look at those legs. Wow. 13, 14, 1,500 now. Better than any showcase I've seen recently. 16, 1,700, 16, 1,700, at 16, 17. These are fine cases. 17, 1,800 now. It's the showcase showdown at 17, 1,800. Your collection's worth thousands that you're putting in it. Surely you can spend a few on the showcase. 1,900, 2,000, 2,250. Put it on a pedestal, won't you? Not 2,000. 2,250 and 2,500. You work so long to find those items, put them on a pedestal that they deserve. 22.5, 2,500. These are great showcases. 25, 2,750 with the fluted legs. They're fabulous. 2,500, 2,750, the finest of the fine at 25, 2,750 now. At 2,750, 3,000. What a rare opportunity. 2,753, bid now. The best of the best belongs in here at 2,750, 3,000. A worthy case. 2,753 at 2,753. Hammers up, coming down at 2,753. What do you think? 2,753, last chance, then final call, 2,753. Sold that one. 385. I'll tell you what an awesome lineup of showcases today. If it wasn't going to get any better, here we've got another one from the same store, the same shop, the same set, the same quality. 750 now, please. 700, 750 at 758 now, please. 758, took it. 850 now, please. 800, what an opportunity. 859 at 859, thank you. 950 now, 950 now. Safe and sound at 900, 950 now. At 900, 9.5, 1,000. When they're gone, they're gone. 1,100 now. When they're gone, they're gone. 1,200 now, and 1,300 now, and 1,300 now. 1,300. When they're gone, they're gone. At 13, took it. 1,400 now. At 1,400. When they're gone, they're gone. At 1,400 now. 1,14, your turn. At 1,14, is that all? A relative bargain. At 1,415, they're all very comparable. 1,700, they're fabulous examples. 1,18,
1900. Don't lose out. 18, 1900. 18, 1900. 2000, please. Keep them together. 2000. 22 and a half. Or just buy one and put the best of the best in at 2250, 2500. These are great showcases. 25, 750, 3000, 3000. How long would you search to find such a thing? 2750, 3000 on this one. 2750, 3. Thank you. I should think so, because when they're gone, they're gone. 32 and a half, 3500, 3500. They stopped making these over 100 years ago. We don't even know how anymore. 32 and a half, 3,500, 3,750. At 35, 750 now, 4,000. We don't even know how anymore. 3,750, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. What's the collection worth? It's a pittance. 3,754. You're buying the best of the best today, by the way. 3,754 coming down. 3,750, 4,000. Anybody else? 3754, that one's sold. We've got one more, I believe. Yes, we do. I wish we could sell these all day. I wish we could outfit the best of the best collections with the best of the best showcases. But when they're gone today. 950, 1,000, 1,000, 1,100, please. 1,100, please. 1,011, 1,011. 1,011. Is this the sad orphan that gets missed? 1,200, 1,300 now, 14, 1,500 now, 15, 16. When they're gone, they're gone. 15, 1,600 now. Those fluted legs put them in a category of their own. 1,900, 2,000, 22 and a half, 25, 750 now, please. 750 now, please. 750 now, please. 25, 750, 3,000, 32 and a half, 35, thank you, 32 and a half, 35, showcase showdown, 3750, please. 35, 7 and a half, buy now, please. Don't lose this opportunity at 35, 750. These are great. 35, 7 and a half. Coming down at 35, 7 and a half. Are we sure? Or one more kick? You need it at 35, 750, 35, 7 and a half. Anybody else? 35, 7 and a half. Wow. Good buys today. Dayton Toys Hill Climber coming up next. It's the limousine, 500, 550. Back to the heart and soul of the Barnett collection, the best of the best toys. I'm at 500, 5 and a half on the Hill Climber. 550 now, please. At 500, 5 and a half on the Hill Climber. 550 now, where? 500, 5 and a half. Fair warning. What a deal. What an opportunity. We're back to toys. Switch the channel at 5 and a half, 600. Look at the quality. Look at the condition. It's all Barnett quality. 550. 556, fair warning, 556, got to run, 5 and a half, 6 coming down at 556, took it, 650 now, 650 on the Dayton Hill Climber. What a rare limousine at 600, 650 now, please, got to run, 650 now, please, on this rare bear at 600, 650 coming down at 600, 650. Anybody else? 600, 6 and a half, sold 600, thank you. Such incredible toys coming up. DP Clark & Co. Pair of these today. Love these toys. Love them. 200, 225 on this one, 225, and then where? At 225. Love this one, 225, took it, 250 now, where? 225, 50 now, where? There's action in these toys, 250. When toys had imagination, 275, 3 now, please. 3 now, please. 275, these never turn up. 275, 3, took it, 325, 325. We've got 2 of them today. 325 at 325, 325, 325. Fair warning, are we all in and done? And 2550 got a run at 325. Fair warning, 350. Anybody else want in? 325, 50 now, 75 where? 75 where? Fair warning, 75 where? Fair warning, 75 where? All in and done. Sold 350.
389. It's another one. 175, 2. 175, 2. The best for last. What's wrong here? 175, 225 now. 225 now. What's wrong here? 225. What an opportunity. 225. 250 now. Where? What's wrong here? 275. Love these toys. Condition, condition. 75, 3. Get him in. 75, 3. Get your bids in. Condition, condition. 275, 3. Gotta run. 25. Gotta run. At 25, gotta run now. 50 now. Where? 25, 50, gotta run. Coming down. At 50 now. 75, coming down. What a deal. 75, 4, coming down. 350 now. 75, coming down. 75, 4 now. Where? 75, 4 now. Where? Fair warning. 75, 4 now. Where? Are we in or out? Up or down? What do you say? At 425, 25, gotta run. 25, gotta run. 25 now. 50 now. Where? At 25, 50 now. Hammers up, then coming down. At 25, 50 now. Where? Anybody else? 25, 50. Where? Sold for 25. 390. That's 390. It's the Hog. What do you say? The cycle car traffic delivery motorcycle. There is some great material today. What do you say on this? 750, 800 now. 758. We have Florin 750 on the telephone with Ben. 850 now. 850, 900. I have telephone in at 859 now, please. 859. 950. Yep. Yes, 1,000. Ben's in on the phone at 951, please. 1,000, please. 1,000, please.
Need 1,100?
Yep. On the telephone, 1,100. 12 online, please. 1112. At 1112 on this rarity. 1,112, your turn. At 1112, the money is with our phone bidder, Ben Lennox, on the phone. 1,300, please. 1,213. The money's online. Fair warning, hammers in the air, all in and done.
Last chance.
At 1,200, 1,300 on the rare toy, 1,400. How did Phil find the rarest of the rare? It still puzzles me.
Need 1,500.
Need 1,500, please. 15. 1415. Anybody else? Sold right there. Thank you very much. 391, we move along to Technofix Racer number 4 motorcycle, 175-2, 175-200 now where? 175-2, 175-2, 175-2, anybody else? You're all out at 175-2, 225, 225. With the box? 225, anybody else? Fair warning, 225, 50 now, please. 225, 50 now, please. 225, 50, anybody else? 225, 50, fair warning. 275, 75, coming down. 250, 275, anybody else? 275, fair warning. 275, 50, 75 now, where? Sold, 250. 392, Tipco Motorcycle Silver Racer number 5. I'll tell you, what a day yesterday with the Tipcos. I was tipping out of my chair looking at the incredible results. Why? Rarity. 900, 950. It's all part of the Barnett collection. 900, 950. Now 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 now on the Tipco. 1,000 now. 951 bids in. 951. Fair warning at 951 on the Tipco. 951. Get him in. Coming down. 950. 1,000 now. 1,100 where? 1,000. 1,100. Tipco. 1,000. 1,100 now where? Coming down at 1,000, these never turn up. Conditions there on every single one of them. At 1,000, 1,100 coming down. 1,000, 1,100 fair warning. 1,000, 1,100 anybody else? 1,011 sold at 1,000. 393 JML delivery service motorcycle. It's the best of the best today. You are buying the Phil Barnett collection. 950, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,100, 1,200 where? At 1,100, 12, 1,300 now. These are so rare. 1,200, 1,300. Condition. He was so fussy. 1,200, 1,300 now where? Never good enough. 1,200, 1,300 now. At 12, 1,300 now. At 12, 1,300 now. At 12 now, 1,300. Fair warning, 12, 1,300. Took it
1,400 where? 1314 back to you. 1314 back to you on this rare JML delivery. 1,300, 1,400, bids in please. 1314, took it 1,500 now. 1,500 now. 1,500 now. Fair warning, hammers up. 1,415, anybody else? 1,415 coming down at 1,400, back to you. 1,415, where? Sold 14, thank you. 394, the chain sedan, 375, 400 now, 400 now, 25 now, where? At 425. Condition, wow, at 425. That's hard to find at 425. Your turn, 425 now, where? 425 now, where? Your turn, 425 now, where? At 425. Is that all on that good early sedan? I'm shocked. 425. 450, please. 425, took it 50, now 75. It's a condition thing. 450, 475, at 475. At 475, you never find them in this condition. 475, 5. 75, 5, took it 550 now. 550 now, you're buying condition at 500, 550 on this good early sedan. 500, 550 now, where? How did it survive? How did it survive? At 556, your turn, took it 650 now. Canadian funds, 600, 650 now. The chain sedan, how did it survive? 650, where? I think we're under. 650, I think we're missing the boat. What an opportunity. 700 at 657. What a chance at 700, 750. You'll be so pleased with this one. 750, fair warning at 750. Anybody else want in? Coming down. 700, 750, then fair warning. 750, 800. You'll be so pleased with this when it comes. 800 now, 850. Conditions there. 800, 850. Conditions there. Coming down, 800. Anybody else? 800, 850. Hammers in the air coming down. 800, fair warning. 850 where? 800, 850 where? Sold 800. 395, thank you, by the way. Chain Hercules ladder fire truck. 150, 175, 75, 950, 950. At 900, 950. At 900 on the rare ladder truck. 950, please. 900, 950, please. Your turn. 900, 950, fair warning. 950, anyone else? 1,000 now where? 1,000 now where? 1,000 now where? 951, took it. 1,100 now. 1,000, 1,100, your turn. 1,000, 1,100 on the rare ladder truck. 1,011, 1,011, got a run. 1,011, got a run coming down. 1,011 and 1,200 where? 1,200 where? 1112 on the rare at 1112, 1112, 1112, 1112, 1112 coming down. Hammers up, coming down. 1112. And 1,300, 1213 coming down, 1213. You came so close. 12 and 13, 13 and 14, 13 and 14, 13 and 14 coming down, 14 and 15, 14 and 15, 14 and 15 coming down at 14, 15. Anybody else? Fair warning. 14 and 15 and 14 now, 15 now. Where? Sold 14, sorry. Star of the show by far is the Nicholas Hawk Flintlock Kentucky rifle, unlocked from a collection that it was in for decades and decades. Surfacing in Canada from Eastern Ontario, here it is. 2,750 is all I'm bid. 3,000 now, 3,000 now. What a remarkable, in Tiger Maple, in Tiger Maple. 3,250 is what I need. 3,250. We had two bids at once. We need 3,250, Ben.
Yep.
3,500. I'm in online, on the phone with Ben Lennox and his bidder at 3,250. I need 3,500. Take a look at the Tiger Maple from this renowned gunsmith. Nicholas Hawk. 35,750 in Canadian funds.
35,750 we need. 35,750 from this renowned gunsmith. 3750's on the telephone. We have you in. 4,000 now, please. From this renowned Kentucky gunsmith. Remarkable figured wood. 4250, please. The Tiger Maple is radical. 45, you're out again. We're missing opportunities here. 4,500. 45,750. Get in while you can. 45,750 now. Radical figured wood. 45,750 from one of the renowned Kentucky makers. 45,750, your turn. 45,750 now. Took it. He's in under 5. I have you in, Ben. 55. This is Canadian funds. Canadian funds. Somehow, this one made it to Canada. 5,055. Somehow, this one made it to Canada. Lots of interest in this particular piece. The Tiger Maple is radical. Almost looks three-dimensional when you see it. 5,000. 5,500. That's how good it is. 5,055 from this renowned Kentucky maker, Nicholas Hawk. 5,055. Folks, when it's gone, it's gone. I'm sitting at 5,055. I have my bidder online. Yes, you're in. Now again, 6,000. 55.6. Get in while you can on the lower increment. It's a missed opportunity. 6,065. Better to sit at the lower increment. Get in now. 6,065. Don't lose this increment. 6,065. This gun has been talked about more than any item in this entire sale. We've had a ton of interest from the U.S. It fits into the puzzle of this maker's prestige. And here we are at 6,500. Nicholas Hawk. 65, thank you, 7,000. Canadian funds, we're not even at $5,000 US. Not even there yet. 65, 7,000. You're safe and you're sound at 65.7. At 65.7, you're safe and you're sound. 65.7, your turn. This isn't one to let go of. It's a Nicholas Hawk. 65.7, fresh to the market. Fresh to the market. Never seen the light of day. 65.7. Less than 5 US is what that is. 65.7. We're under 5K American. I think we're safe and sound. Good choice. Get it while you can. 7,075. Good move. Good move. 7,075. Cool move. At 7,075. Keep in mind what you're buying. 75, 8,000. The Tiger Maple on this firearm will make you melt. 7,500, 8,000. The Tiger Maple, it was the finest they could find. 75, 8. It was the finest he could find. 75, 8,000. 8,000. 8,000. 75, 8,000. We're talking Canadian funds. A relative bargain at 7,500, 8,000 on this legendary Kentucky maker. 7,500, 8,000. The Tiger Maple is radical. Radical on this piece. 7,500, 8,000. 75.8. This one ended up in Canada somehow. 75.8. It's a great example. At 75.8, my hammer's in the air. We've had interest from coast to coast on this gun. One more bid might do it. One more bid might do it. 75.8 coming down. 7,500, 8,000. Treat yourself. Life is too short. 75.8, fair warning. 75.8, anybody else? 7,500, 8,000, where? I sold it. Thank you very much, Ben, to your bidder as well. 508,
508, we've got the wind-up limousine, George Corrette, 950, 2250, 2500. It's all part of the Phil Barnett collection. That is a rare, rare limo. At 2250 and 2500, zero in on the condition on this early German vehicle. 2500 and 2750 at 25,750 now where? 2750, thank you, 3,000 now where? At 2753, 2753, 2750 now 3,000 now where? It's a beauty, it's a killer, it belongs in your collection. 2750, 3,000, one of the great ones of Phil's collection. 2753, condition, remarkable, rarity, absolutely. 3,000, 3250 now please. 3,000, 3250, 3,500, how did it survive? 3250, 35, how did it survive? At 3250, 35, now 5. At 3250, 35, your turn. The best of the best, just do it. 3250, 35, you're buying the best of the best today. 35, your turn. At 3250, 35, 3250, 35, are we in and done? 3250, 35, one more kick, might do it. 3250, 35, anybody else? 3250, 35, fair warning. Thank you. 509. 509 is the open limousine. Corrette as well. 950, 1,000. Another ringer. 4750, 5,000. It's another ringer from the Barnett collection. 4755. 4755. This is Canadian funds. Canadian funds at 4755. Pull out the calculators and figure out the bargain. 4755. 4755, 4755. It's the best of the best. Barnett collected the best of the best. 4755. Conditions there. 4755. What an opportunity. 4755 on the open limo. Everyone wants the open cars. You know how hard these are to find. 4750, 5,000. Rarest of the rare. When it's gone, it is gone. Earliest cars are the open cars. We all know that. 5,000, 5,500. Doesn't get any earlier than this. 5,000, 5,500. Open it up. 6,000 now. Rare early. 55, 6. 55, 6. 55, 6. Open it up. 55, 6. At 5,500, 60,000 now, please. 55, 6. Your turn on the early Corrette. 55, 6,000. Anybody else want in? At 5,500, 6,000. Are we sure? That is still a deal. At 55, 6. Your turn. 55, 6. Anybody else? 5,500, 6,000. Where? 55, 6. 5,500, 6. Sold it there. George Corrette opening tour car. I'll pass it back to Justin to carry these wonderful Holy Grail vehicles on.
Absolutely. Some of the best is yet to come as far as the toys go in the Phil Barnett collection. Lot number 510 by George Corrette. The open touring car, we've got 800, 8.5 on the telephone, then 900 please. At 8.5 bid, then 900 now on the fabulous open touring car. At 850, then 900. I'm at 8.5 here and then 900 now. Got a bid 8.5 and then 900. At 8.5 and then 900. At 850, then 900 now. The bid's on the phone on this fabulous open touring car by George Corrette. At 850, then 900 now. Got a bid 850, then 9. Thank you. 900. Back to you at 950. 950. Thank you. Now 1,000. At 950, then 1,000 now. Check out the condition. At 1,000, then 1,100. A hard-to-find toy. At 1,011, then 1,200, please. At 11, then 12. Get a bid 11 here with 1,200 now. Back to you, Jen. At 11, then 1,200. The bid's on the phone. At 11, then 1,200 now. Got a bid 11 here, then 1,200. I'm at 11, then 12. Got a bid 11 here, then 1,200. Thank you. Then 1,300. 12 is bid 13. It's over to you. At 12 and then 1,300 now. Toys for the rich. No expenses. Yes, 12, 1,300. At 12 and then 1,300 now. At 12 and then 1,300. There were no expenses spared when they manufactured these toys. They were made for the rich. Superb toys. 12 and 1,300. George Corrette. At 12 and then 13. Are we all done? At 1,200 bid, then 1,300. Last chance. Final call is still far below the money on this. What an opportunity. At 12, then 1,300. It's your last chance. Final call. Any further bids? Fair warning. Sold it there at $1,200. Great buy on that Corvette open touring car. Moving along then to lot number 511 by Jouet Citroën. It's the 5 horsepower Torpedo at 600 bid. Now 6.5. Check out the quality on this toy at 650, then 700 now. All the details you'd expect to find, almost like a model, at 700, then 750. 700 bid, then 7.5 now. I've got the bid 700 on, then 750, go 700, then 7.5. At 700 on, then 750, go 700 here. 7.5. Are we all through and done? At 700, then 750 on the Citroën 5 horsepower at 700, 750. Fair warning, any further bids? Sold there at 700. And lot number 512 is up. It's a Carl Bubb, a limousine from the early manufacturer here, the early German manufacturer at 550, 600 then now on the Carl Bubb at 5.5 and 600. Got 5.5 and then 600 now at 5.5 and then 600. An exceptional toy car at 600 then 6.5. Thank you. 700 then back to you at 6.5 and then 700. 650 then 750. At 700 then 7.5. Got a bid 700 here, then 750. Try it at 800 then, live auctioneers. Thank you. 850, you're out. 7443. Give this one another try at 8.5 and then 900. At 8.5 and then 900 now. The quality seen here, there is none better as far as the early German toy makers than Carl Bubb, George Corrette, all the names that you want to see in a great collection of toys. 950, thank you. 1,000 here. It's all coming from the Phil Barnett collection. Now 1,100, please. 1,000 here, then 1,100, please. And 1,000, then 11. I got a bit 1,000 here, then 1,100 on this limousine. At 1,000, then 11. I got a bit 1,000 on, then 1,100. 1,000, now 11, 12. Back to you, 7161. At 11, then 1,200 now. I've got 1,100 on it, then 1,200 now on the Carl Bubb. At 12, then 1,300. At 12 and then 13, got a bid 12 and then 13. At 12 and then 1,300 now. We got 12 and then 13. Are we all through and done? I've got to run then on this fabulous German early limousine. Hammers in the air at 12, 1,300. Fair warning. Any further bids? Final call then. Sold right there. And here we are. We've made it to lot number 513 from Gunthermann, the rare Weigel Coupe Gordon Bennett number 5 race car, a fabulous museum-worthy toy offered today at 14,000 we have. Yes, you're on at 14,000, asking 15,000. And as a reminder to all of our international bidders, if it isn't clear enough, this is Canadian funds we're talking about here today at 14 and now 15,000 on this Gunthermann rarity here from the Phil Barnett collection. The centerpiece in any collection. 14, now 15,000, please. Ben, on the telephone, what does your bidder say? At 14, now 15,000. At 14, then 15,000 now. Made by one of the most elite toy companies in the world. A fabulously rare car here. It looks like it's in motion. 15,000, thank you. On the telephone, now back to you at 16,000. Very rarely does one come to market, and even rarer to find one in condition like this example. At 15, then 16,000. The bid is on the phone. At 15, now 16,000. 15,000 now. You'll wait years and years for another example to surface. This one from a long-time collection. The Barnett collection at 15,000, now 16,000, please. I've got 15,000 on and then 16,000 now. A toy with a story, and we've told it all. Thanks to Christine for spending the time to catalog this beauty and explain what we have here, an extremely rare toy. At 15, then 16,000. At 15, then 16. Even by the standards of Gunthermann, it's rare and exceptional. At 15, then 16,000. I've got 15,000 on the telephone, and now 16,000. What do you say? Anybody from M&M, anybody from Live Auctioneers, my hammer's up. I've got to run, I've got to go on this fabulously rare toy at 15,000. It's selling today, asking 16,000. The bids with the phone. Are we all through and are we all done? at 15, 16,000. Put 15.5 up on the board if you'd like. We've got 15 on the telephone. We'd ask 15.5, but I can't leave it for very long at all. At 15, now 15,500. Are we all through then? It's your last chance to bid. I've got 15,000 on the phone. I'll accept 15.5, but if we can't have that, my hammer is in the air, and I've got to run at 15,000, then 15,500. Any further bids? Final call and fair warning then at 15,000, 15,500. Sold it there, and congratulations. Well done. Great toy. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ben. Thank you to our telephone bidders and all the bidders online. What a great toy.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Auction Studio, the best of Miller & Miller Auctions.
We're absolutely thrilled to share with you the magic of auctions. You never know what is going to spark a bidding war.
Yes, and remember, that incredible item, that record-breaking piece might well be hiding in your attic.
So keep watching Auction Studio, because the next big discovery might just be yours.
The preceding program has been presented by Ballinran Entertainment, marking 30 years of filmmaking excellence in 2025. From Stratford to the world, we bring compelling stories to life.